Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. So today's the day the brand new Stampin' Up catalogue is finally live, and this is the May to August 2026 catalogue, and it is here, and I'm going to show you exactly what I think, all my favourites, what I think is the best things to buy. I've also done, as a demo, we can pre-order. We can usually pre-order quite a bit, usually 4 to 6 weeks before the catalogue goes live, and of course I did. And I have done a whole video showing you all the lovely goodies I got in my pre-order. So I will link that in the cards, and I'll also link that below in the description box. So do check that out as I go through everything in real detail, all my favourites that I ordered, and you can see them up close and personal. So today though, we're going to walk through this new catalogue. I'm going to show you my top picks, some hidden things that you might miss on first glance, and I'm going to show you what I think are going to be some bestsellers and what are going to be some popular items. So let's get started. With any new catalogue, now I should say, to start off with, the Stampin' Up used to have an annual catalogue. This year we have changed that. We're not going to have an annual catalogue. We're going to have 3 mini catalogues throughout the year. So we're going to have May to August, September to December, and then January to April. Now every May catalogue we will have 5 new ink colours. So we have 5 new scrumptious colours starting with this catalogue. So without much ado, I'm going to show you first the gorgeous new ink colours. Well, let's go through them. You've got Barely Blush, Peaceful Pine, Hydrangea U, Crisp Cantaloupe. Now this is a returning in colour from quite a number of years ago. And then you've got Golden Glow. So those are our 5 new ink colours. Bring it more into shot. There you go. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? I'm not sure which are my favourites. I keep on jumping around, but I think it's going to be one of these 3 here. I think these 3 for me are just a lovely combination, especially with this very light Barely Blush. I think that's just a lovely combination. So pretty. But these are gorgeous too, especially when you see them in the designer series paper. Really pretty. So those are our new fabulous ink colours. Now the next thing I want to show you is our new ink pads. These are magnetic ink pads, and at the moment we only have them in their ink colours, but they are fabulous. As you can see, they stack, and they stack quite strongly as well, really nicely. As you can see, it clips together. So you can see here, if I take Peaceful Pine, you can see it opens really simply, no faffing about, really easy, and it goes together easy. If I drop it, I don't have to worry that you have to really shake it, as you can see, to get it off, for it to fall off. You have the labels on the back, so you can put one on either side of your ink pad if you want. You've actually got 2. The other thing I should say is we have moved away from foam ink pads, and we've gone back to the old-fashioned linen ink pad, which this is. Now, as you can see, we're the same as our current ink pads. Ink pad is automatically stored upside down, and that means the ink will always be near the top of the ink pad to stamp with. If you come to stamp and you find this lid, or I find it quite narrow, a tip and trick with the new ink pads is that if you take the base and turn it upside down, this will clamp on, and you've got a much thicker thing to hold on to when you're stamping. And then you could just add that back to the base, and there you go. So those are our ink pads, and you can see if you've actually got 2 ink pads together, they don't fall off. So there you go. You've got Peaceful Pine, Barely Blush, Hydrangea U, Golden Glow, and Crisp Cantaloupe. Those are, as I said, the 5 new ink colours. So from next catalogue, so from next year, a year's time, all of our ink pads will come in this new magnetic version. So that's the one big change, and one big highlight that I want to show you from this new catalogue. These absolutely gorgeous ink pads. Okay, and the next thing I wanted to show you is our new hybrid ink. So it's in black, and this replaces Memento Tuxedo Black. Now this is a great ink pad because not only can you use it with your alcohol markers, you can also use it with your watercolour pencil. So it's a two for one. I know some people are struggling to open this pad. They've, because if you pull it, sometimes they've just struggled if it's really done nicely. If you pull like this, it doesn't want to come off. The trick is just to put it on its side, and you'll see here, there's a little lip there, and if you just pull it out, it comes out ever so simple. But it does clamp on nice and tight, and as you can see, it's not coming off either. And that's going to keep your ink nice and wet and fresh. And then it just opens from the side, just like you're opening a book. And there you go. So that is the new hybrid ink pad. Okay. Right, so those are my main top picks from the catalogue, the things that really stand out. We're going to go through now and have a look at some of my favourite things, or my things that I think are really useful. And the first thing we're going to have a look at is at the very beginning of the catalogue, you'll see you have scrapbooking kits, and then you also have these beautiful suites. And this is the one I'm going to talk to you about today. It's called Bloom Boutique, and I love it. The paper is absolutely glorious. It has a beautiful gold foiling, and this paper is actually going to be featured in my cards by post, May cards by post, and closing for that is this Friday the, what's the date? Friday the 8th of May. So if you want to see, and each of the kits will get a quarter pack of this designer series paper. So if you want to get a taster of this beautiful paper, then join my May cards by post, and you can find all the details on how to join for that on the blog post. So that was my first real, it's a beautiful pack of paper. You can see it in more detail in the haul video. I think it's great for a beginner because it has beautiful gold foiling and lovely soft florals on one side. On the other side it's plainer, still beautiful, but they're great for using for background. So it's a very versatile, very usable pack of paper. It comes obviously with some beautiful stamp sets that accompany the suite. There's two of them. One is a beautiful sentiment stamp set called Scallop Blooms, and the other one is a floral called Boutique Blossoms. And they both come with matching dies. And again, you'll feature the Boutique Blossoms. I'll be showing some of those dies, those die cuts here. You can see them. You'll see that in the May cards by post if you join. Right. So the next thing I want to focus on is a suite called Opulent Oasis. Let me find it for you if I can. You'll see at the beginning, you'll see, let's have a look and find it. Here are bundles. Bundles are where you have a stamp set and a die, and you can see here the Boutique Blossoms and the Scallop Blooms. Here is another one called Opulent Oasis. The reason I wanted to highlight this one is that it's a lovely floral with some really nice stamps and some really nice sentiments, I should say, and stamps. But the real bonus of this is that the one die, this big die here, can also can actually emboss and die cut. So if you want to die use it just a die cut, you just use it in the normal way. If you want to emboss with it, then you'll need to get our lovely new Impressions mat, and with this mat you can actually then not only die cut with this die, but you can emboss, and you can create some lovely cards with that. And do make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I will be showing in an upcoming video just exactly how to use that Impressions mat with the Opulent Oasis stamp set. Right, next thing I'm going to go on to is some paper. And there's one more pack of paper I just have to show you because it is gorgeous, and it is called, this one, Extraordinary Life. And there's not only just the paper you can see here, but there's also a beautiful scrapbooking kit to go with it. And I love the colours in this paper. You can just see it. They're absolutely gorgeous. Let me see if I can find a better picture of the paper than that. You can sort of see here, you have some lovely florals, but also some beautiful spring tonals, and the colours are lovely. You've got Daffodil Delight, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock and Real Red. So it's a beautiful, happy, full of colour, but not very, it's vibrant but also saturated colour. It's really, really pretty, and you can buy it on its own, or you can buy it with a matching sticker sheet as well. Okay, so there's a few things I wanted to point out that I didn't want you to miss if you're going through the catalogue. And the first thing is, at the very beginning, we tend to sort of go in and start to look straight away for all the goodies. And I think if you do so, you miss some of these lovely images here. There are many. Even if you don't always want to buy something, do come back to the catalogue, because there's so much inspiration. Here is a great one on how to use your scraps. Lovely inspiration, and you can see here. So let me find what I wanted to show you, because I think it's a little hidden. Here it is. It's in amongst, between the paper and memory keeping, and it's these all of our new ephemera packs, as I call them, or as I call them, mix and match. And we've got 5 new packs. So you've got the Here and Now, Sincerely Noted, Meant for You, Under the Sun, and some labels, and the returning Greetings for All. Now this ephemera pack I've used time and time again. I absolutely love the white on the black. And you've got some lovely, these ephemera packs. You can see them in more detail in that haul video that I mentioned. Oh, well, the other thing I should say before I forget is we have a white gel pen, and it works beautifully. Let me just have a look here. I did do a sample. This is my meal planning. Yes, I know. Oh, here it is. Now that was done weeks ago, and look how nice and white it is, just lying above here. It really works absolutely beautifully, and it stays nice and white. It doesn't fade over time. It's lovely. Okay, so let's have a look at some bundles. I think will be very nice. Now bundles, as I said, are where you have a stamp set and die, or a stamp set and punch. So first one I'm going to look at here is called Safari Smiles, and the reason I wanted to show it to you, you can see it here better from this sample, is look at these two little elephantes, mommy elephant and baby elephant, and then you've got this little lion family as well, daddy, mummy and cubby. I think it's just so darling and so cute. And as many of you will know, my mother's family come from South Africa. I have been to the game parks at home, and so this really speaks to me. I love that. The next one I'm going to show you here is called Balloon Festoon, and you've got a lovely stamp set with the balloon, and you've got all these little ephemera elements that you can either stamp in the balloon or on your card. Lovely sentiments, and then you've got all of these lovely balloons here. Now one of these balloons will cut out the balloon in the stamp set, but the rest of them are actually layered, nested, so you can have different sizes of balloons, and you can use it to cut out from all your scraps of pattern paper, and it's a great way to use your scraps up. Just cut out all these balloons, and then you've got lots of ephemera, lots of die cuts to use on future cards or scrapbooking pages. Also beautifully huge size balloons, one of them is almost the full size of an A6 card. Make great shaker cards, and hint hint, I've got a few cards coming up using that set, so if you want inspiration, make sure you are attuned for that. Right, last thing to do was to show you those beautiful scrapbooking kits. So let me find where they are. One other thing I should say to you is the index. I use the index, and you can see here I've marked with my highlighter all of the items I have, and I find this so useful because this stops me from buying things more than once. which is always a good thing. So let's go to the scrapbooking kits. So we have a few here. We've got the Heirloom Boutique, and I've actually purchased this one, so I'll be doing some scrapbooking pages with this. And then these scrapbooking kits actually match a whole suite of products, so you'll be able to use not just the scrapbooking kit, but if you want to add to it, you can add to it with the stamp set, and the dies, and other ephemera, etc, etc. So you've got Life in Bloom, and this is the Valley in Bloom. I have to say I had trouble trying not to buy everything in this catalogue, because I just loved it all. It's just so nice. And you see some of these samples, like this one, Lily of the Valley. It's so cute. Look at this, these gorgeous little flowers, and then they've used just a sponge dauber at the top, just to ink slightly blue at the top. It's so pretty, and that's what I love about the catalogue. It gives you such inspiration to use for future crafting. And then the last one here, as I mentioned before, is Extraordinary Life. So Extraordinary Life was actually going to be used in our June Card Club, cards by post. So again, you know, if you're in the UK and you will want to join in, hop onto my website and you'll find all the details there. So if you've got a catalogue, you should have received it by now. I sent it with a lovely little goodie bag, and you can start your wish list, and don't forget that you can start to order right now. Ordering is open. You will find the link to my online shop in the description box below. If you don't have a catalogue and you want one, then just send me a message, and I'll leave a message here, and I will get one sent out to you straight away, including a little goodie bag. If you ask for a catalogue now in the month of May, you will also receive a lovely little goodie bag to go with your catalogue. So if you have your catalogue, or if you've looked at the online shop, let me know what is your favourite item from the new catalogue. What's maybe your favourite new ink colour, or stamp set, or dies, or paper. Let me know in the comments below. I love to read your comments. So as I said before, if you want to see some of these products more up close and personal, then just head over to the haul video, which will be linked below, and you will see all of my favourites in much more detail there. So don't forget to subscribe, and if you've enjoyed this video, to like this post. It really means a lot to me. And that's all I have to say, really. Let's get crafting and let's enjoy this fabulous new catalogue. As you can see, you've got lots of lovely tools. We have a new stamp positioner, we have the lovely new glass cutting mat, new grid paper, lovely colour coaches come back, got some beautiful albums, papers, punches. I'm really grateful we still got all of our circle punches. We've got 4 different sizes of circle punch, always a plus. Dies, stamp sets. I should say this stamp set here, Moody Leaves, I should have pointed out to you. I will be doing a series for the next 4 or 5 months, 5 different techniques, 1 stamp set. So I'll be showing you 5 different ways to use this one background stamp set, or would you use background stamps? Because I think sometimes people find background stamps a little bit overwhelming. Well, how do I use them? What can I do with them? And I'll be showing you lots of lovely different techniques to use that background stamp. So you've got your stamp sets, your dies, your bundles, and all your beautiful kits here, and papers. This is also a lovely kit, I should say. This also is a speciality paper. It has iridescent foiling on it, which is absolutely gorgeous, and you'll see that again in the haul video. So there you go. Beautiful catalogue. I'm glad it's not as thick as our normal one, but I think that's a good thing. It's not overwhelming. You can find what you want, and there's just enough there to enjoy and to spark your imagination and your creativity. So thank you for joining me today, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.